Hello everyone. My name is Saurav Kumar, and in this video, I will discuss lead code problem number 3679. The problem title is Minimum Discards to Balance Inventory. Let us first of all read the problem statement and understand what it says. You are given two integers w and m and an integer array arrivals, where arrivals of I is the type of item arriving on day I, and days are one index. That is, you are given an array and two integers. That is, you are given an array name arrivals, and the array is one base indexing. That is, this will be a1, this will be a2, this a3, this will be a4, and you are also given two integers w and m. That is, were also given an integer, that is w and m, and the items are managed according to the following rules. Each arrival may be kept or discarded, or an item may only be discarded on its arrival day. Okay, so basically it is saying that on ith day, on each day an item of type AI arrives. That is, this is the first day, this is the first day, this is the second day, this is similarly third day, and so on. And it says that on the ith day, let's say on second day, an item of type 2, that is a single item of type A2 arrives, and you can decide either you can take it or discard it. Okay. But note that you can only discard on the same day on it arrives. Like, suppose you cannot suppose on day second A2 item arrives, and and suppose you move to day 3, and on day 3 you cannot discard A2 item. Getting? Okay. And further it says, for each day consider the window of days max of 1 comma y minus w plus 1 comma I. That is the w most recent days up to day I. Okay, this means that the window size will be, this w denotes that this w will be the size of the window. Okay, and what that window contains. For any such window, each item type may appear at most m times among kept arrivals whose arrival day lies in that window. Okay, if keeping the arrival on day I would cause its type to appear more than m times in the window, that arrival must be discarded. Return the minimum number of arrivals to be discarded so that every w day window contain at most m occurrence of each type. Okay, that means C. You are given an array of arrivals of some item type. Let's say the item type is A1, A2, A3, A4, A5, and so on. And this will be the first day, this will be second day, this will be the third day, and so on. So what the problem says that you have to maintain a window of size at most w. At most means, suppose you are on first day and our w is, let's say, third. So on first day our window will look something like this. Our window will contain only one items, that is A1, because from the ith day including I, we have only one in elements. and we have to maintain maximum at most W items, but we have only one item, so our window size will be 1. Okay, and on day 2 our windows will look like something like this. Yet our window size will be smaller than W because on day 2 we have only 2 items, and on day 3 our window will look like something like this, because on day 3 our window size will have 3 items and W is also 3, so we can easily maintain this window. And on day 4 our window will look like something like this. But see, on day 4 we have items greater than W, so we have to take only the most recent W items. So here W is 3, so we will have to take the recent 3 items and we will have to discard this item. So on day 4 the finally window, our window will look like this. Okay, I hope you are getting. And now what we have to do in this window is that you have to maintain each frequency of each item type at most m. At most m, what does this mean is that suppose m is 2, and on day 4 our window is something like 1 2 1, something like this. So on day 4 our window is like this, and in this window every item is at most that is lesser than or equal to m, because 1 is occurring 2 times and m is also 2, 2 is occurring 1 times and m is 2, so every item type is occurring less than or equal to m times. And suppose on day 5 our next item type will also be 1, so in that case uh, see, we have to, since window size is W is equal to 3, then we have to remove this one first, and the window will yet satisfy the condition, but means we will not have, we did not require to remove any item yet. And suppose after that next window is also 1, sorry, next item is also 1, in that case our window will something look like this. So in this window uh, one item, that is one item type is, the frequency of 1 is greater than or equal to, sorry, greater than m, because obviously, because the frequency of 1 is 3 and 3 is greater than 2, so we will have to remove one item. So we have to remove this one. See, we don't have any option to remove, like we cannot decide, like we have no any option except this one to discard, like we cannot discard this item, or suppose any further there is one, we cannot discard at this point of time this one, we have to discard only this item, because at the problem says an item can discard only on the arrival days, and on this day this item has arrived, and due to which the frequency of 1 becomes greater than m, so we have to discard these items only. We cannot discard this one or upcoming anyone. We have to discard only this one. So let's take the example test case for better understanding. Okay. uh, by the way, the constraint of arrivals array size is up to 10 is for 5 and w can be lesser than or equal to arrivals length or m can be lesser than equal to w. So let us see some examples. Our first example says the array is arrival array is arrival arrival array is 1 2 to 1. So on the first day our window will contain only one item, and we have to maintain frequency up to two items, like m is 2. So here the frequency of 1 is 1, so we don't have to discard any items. So this will be fine. And on second day our window will look something like this, and in this window our frequency of each element is lesser than equal to m, so we don't have to discard any item yet. And on day 3, that is day 3, our window will look like 1 to 1 1 to 1, and in this case our frequency of each element is at most m, like frequency of 1 is 2, which is lesser than equal to m, and 2 is 1, which is also lesser than equal to m. So we are fine till now. And on day 4, the window will be of size 4 and w is also 4. So the window will look like 1 2 and 1 3, that is 1 2 and 1 3. Here the frequency of each item is also lesser than equal to m, that is lesser than equal to 2. So we don't have to do anything yet. And on day 5, see on day 5, this one, our window size will be 4, so we have to discard this item. But see, this discarding this item doesn't count in our answer, because we are not discarding in the window, this item just became out of the window, so we have to consider only this much item. And in this window our window will look something like this, and in this window each item frequency is lesser than equal to m, so this window is all on day 5 we are fine. So overall from day 1 to day 5 we did not remove any item, so the answer is 0. I hope the problem is clear now. So let us move to the approach. So after seeing these examples, the approach is quite simple actually. So don't you think this can be easily solved using sliding window technique? Like we have to just maintain a window of at most w size, and in each window we have to just check each item frequency, and that is the frequency of each item must be lesser than or equal to w, and if any element frequency become greater than w, we have to discard that item. And overall the approach is just a straightforward, do what the problem says, just you have to maintain a window. So to maintain a window we can use sliding window technique. We can maintain a left pointer and right pointer, and in each window we have to maintain a frequency of each element that should be lesser than equal to m. And for maintaining the frequency of each element we can use hash map or map. The only thing, if you use map, that complexity will be log n, and if you use map if you use hash map, the complexity will be constant. So although since the constraint is 10 to the power 5, so solution of time complexity O of n or O of n log n, this this both can easily pass. So we don't have to think about which one hash map or map should I use. That simply whatever you want you can use. So one thing to note here is that suppose our example is something like this 3, 2, 2, 2, and 2, and our aim is 2 and W is 3. So up till day 3 it will be fine. And on day 4, what we will do, we will first remove this item. Like we are not discarding this item, so removing this item will not counted in our answer. We have to just move our left pointer to the right, and the array will look something like this. For on day 4th, the window will look like this. And see, here the frequency of 2 is 3, which is greater than m, because m is 2. So we have to discard this item, and our answer will be increased by 1 plus a sign 1. So for decreasing items, we will just write something like this: MPP of A of I minus minus. But see, we have discard this item, and upon moving next, when the left pointer will reach at this point, we will not decrease the left item frequency. Like we will not decrease the frequency of this left pointer item, because we haven't included this item in the map. Getting? What I want to say is that suppose on ith day we have discard that item, and afterwards when the left pointer will reach at that point, we will not require to decrease that item, because we haven't added that item in our hash map. So this is the corner case here, so we have to take care of this. So yeah, this is it for the solution. Let me summarize once again. So summary of approach will be: just you have to take a window of size W. For this we can maintain a left pointer and right pointer, and for maintaining the frequency of each item in this window, we can keep a hash map which will store the frequency of each item. And upon suppose on some day, ith day, the frequency of a item exceed, so on that ith day we will discard that item simply. And the edge case is that suppose on ith day we discard this item, and on moving next, when the left pointer will reach this index, then in that case the left pointer should not decrease this item frequency, because we haven't added this. For this, what we can do, we can store a set of indices that we have already discarded, and before decreasing the frequency of left item, like we are see why we are decreasing the frequency of left pointer item, because we are shrinking the window. So for shrinking, we are decreasing the frequency of item that is present at left pointer. So and suppose in the highest day we have discarded some items, and when the left pointer we reach that items, then in that case we will not have to discard, or like we will not have to remove that item from this window. Mm, Getting, because we haven't added that item in the hash map. I hope you are getting. If you are still not understanding, we will understand more clearly when we see the coding part. So just stay tuned. So let us move to the coding part. This is all to the solution. This problem is basically a application of sliding window technique. Sliding window technique. Technique. So let us see the coding part. So let us store the arrival size in variable in, and let's rename it to just a. So and also we will require a hash map, sorry, map, or an ordered map, whatever you want to use. I am just using map to store the frequency of element, and we will also need a to store the indices we have discarded. So for that we are storing in a set. You can also use hash set for beta type flexible, but this can also be passed. So the, let's name it to di discarded item, and then we will run it from I to in. I will denote the current pointer, and we will also have a previous pointer which will initially point to 0. And first we will check if our window size is greater than m. So we will have to shrink that. Yes, so let us say I minus p plus current window size is greater than a, sorry, w or hot. If greater, then we will simply decrease the frequency of item present at previous point. So that we will decrease only when that item is not discarded. So for that we can simply check di dot contains pp equal to false. Okay. And in the current window, we will simply increase the frequency of current item. If frequency of current items exceeded after n, then we have to discard this, and also we will update the discarded items set by inserting this index, and in this case our answer will increase by that, and finally return the answer variable, and let's submit it. So yeah, our test case is getting fast. So let us finally submit it. And yes, our solution is finally accepted. So talking about the time and space complexity. So time complexity will be, in this case, O of n log n, because we are taking map and set. And if you just use another map over another set in the escape, in that case, time complexity will be O of n, that is linear. So finally, I can say TC is here n log n or O of n, depending on whatever a texture you are using, and express complexity simply over linear. So yeah, this is it for the video. Thank you.